In last video, we have covered the each and every method theoretically, right? So we have seen the what are the linked list specific methods available in collection framework. So in this video, we are going to cover the internal working or internal implementation of the linked list. As in array list, I have told you the array list based on the data structure called as growable or resizable array. Okay. Similarly, linked list also based on some data structure. That data structure called as a doubly linked list. So let me show you how this doubly linked list internally works. So doubly linked list is not made up of the nodes. So you can say that doubly linked list is nothing but the one type of data structure which is used to store the data in the format of nodes. So here you can find we have the one doubly linked list which has the 5 nodes. So nodes used to store the data. Okay, so now let's understand the each node particularly. So consider this is the one node. Okay, so in node we store the data, but you may have a question how this node is connected to another node, means how we know what is the next element to this particular node, or how can say the what is the previous element for this node. For that we have the two pointers called as previous and next pointer. So previous pointer is connected to the previous node, and next pointer refers to the next element present in the list. Okay, so for the very first element, for the very first node in the linked list, you can find the previous pointer is pointing to the null, because this is the first element. We don't have or we cannot have the element before that, because this is the first node. That's why the previous node is always null. Similarly to the last node, means if you are not going to add more data in this list, means this data 6 node is the last node for this particular list. So that's why the next of the data 6 node will be the null. So that is all about the linked list, how it works. Now let's take the two example. Now consider I want to add the two element ABC and PQR. Okay, so how it will work? So consider we have the ABC first. Let me show you by pictorial representation so that you can understand easily. So let's consider I have the one element ABC. Okay, now as it's the first element, right? So its previous pointer will refer to the null, and next element will be referred to the null, because it's the very first element in our linked list. Okay, that's why previous and next will be null. We have not added another element till now. That's why. Now let's create another node, that is a DEF. Now whenever we create the new node, which it has by default previous will be pointing to null and next will be pointing to null. But how, what I want to connect these two nodes. I want DEF to the first linked list, that is after the ABC. Then how it will happen? So first what will happen, the ABC's next pointer, that is null, it will remove and it will point to the next of, that is DEF. So ABC's next is pointing to the DEF, and DEF previous is pointing to the ABC, and DEF is the last element currently in the list. That's why DEF next pointer is pointing to the null. Now let's take another example. I want to add the PQR here. So what will happen? PQR's previous will point to the DEF, then DEF next will remove and point to the PQR, and PQR's next will point to the null. So in this way this whole journey will happen. Now you may have a question. So yeah, we got the thing how to add the new element, but how we can delete, because we have the pointers connected to previous and next. But now what I want to delete this particular node. Let's consider I want to delete the def node from this linked list. Okay, then how it will happen? So it's a very easy. As in array list, if we delete the particular element, suppose let's consider I have deleted this def, that time we have to shift this pqr to here in one position before. Like if we have the hundreds of the element, we have to shift 99 element to the previous position, right? But in case of linked list, it's a very easy thing. Just point next pointer of this abc to the pqr and pqr's previous pointer to the abc. Now this def will be detached, and once it is detached, it will be ready for the garbage collection. So in this way, the addition of new element or deletion of new element, it's a very easy thing in the linked list. That's why it's the best choice whenever our frequent operation is the updation or deletion in the linked list. But the retrieval, it's the worst choice, because to retrieve the particular element we have to navigate by the pointer from abc, then what's the next pointer, df, from the next pointer it's a pqr. Oh, now we are getting the pqr. That's why the retrieval is the worst choice for the linked list case. Now let's try to understand this by our practical example. Now here you can find I have created one class that is linked list demo, and I have created the one list that is linked list with the default constructor. Okay, now and after that I have added the two element, that is abc and pqr. Now I have added only two elements because I want to show the internal implementation in depth, how it is actually works. So let's try to run. Before try to run, let's open the linked list source class. Okay, this is the source file for our linked list, right? So at the top of linked list class you can find we have the two nodes created, first and last. Okay, so these are the two nodes are declared. So currently, so each element is nothing but the node in the linked list, as I earlier said. Okay, each data will be stored in the node. So a node has the previous and next pointer. So let's go to the next. So here in node you can find it has a three items. One is item, that is data itself. The second one is next. Next is also the node. Whatever the next node is will be the for this particular node will be stored in the next, and whatever will the previous node for this particular node will be stored in the previous. So as I showed in a pictorial representation, here it is the Java implementation, right? So we have the node class available in the Java. So let's go to the internal implementation now. So we have two nodes already created, that is the first and last. Now whenever we run the application, first and last will be the by default null, because we have not added the any element now. So now let's try to debug this. Debug as Java application. So we are up to the add method. So let's try to debug internally. So here we have the add method from the linked list class, and in this we can find the link last, because whatever the element we are adding will be added at the last position, but currently we don't have element, so it will be added as a first. So let's go to the internal implementation. So here you can find, so e is nothing but our data. Now we are trying to add the element as a abc. Now so last is null, because currently we don't have any element, so that's why last will be the null. Last is nothing but the last time we have added, whatever we have added previously will be the last element. So we haven't add any element, so that's why last will be the null. Okay, so now let's create the another node, because we are trying to add abc, so abc will be the another node. So let's create the object of the another node, new node. So here we are passing the e is nothing but the element or data which we want to add. Now null will be the next, and first argument will be the previous. So for this element abc, previous will be null because we haven't added any element before. That's why previous element will be null and next element will be null. Obvious, because this will be the first and last element whichever we are currently adding. That's why next will be the null, of course. So we have created node which has a previous null because previously we have not added. That's why previous is null and next also null. Now, so what will be the last element now in the list? Whatever the object we are adding will be the last element because whatever we are adding will be add to the last position. That's why our ABC will be the last. Okay. So now it will check if this L whatever will be the last element, right? So because we are trying to add, so it will check whether it is the first element in the list. If yes, then it should be the first whatever, because I have showed you we have created we have declared the two variable first and last at the starting only. So that's why if it is a first node, it should be assigned to the first only. So that's why here you can find it is checking last was null, means this is element whatever we are adding is the first element. So that's why if condition satisfied, and it will assign this whatever the new node we have created to the first and it will return. Okay, now next we are trying to add PQR. Now it is not the first element, right? So let's go to the, oh sorry, let's let's try to rerun now again because I skip actually. Now I showed you the ABC, right? Now let's try to add the PQR. We have already added the ABC now, right? Now let's go to the internal implementation. So here E is nothing but the PQR, right? So let's go to internal implementation. So what is the last now? Because we have added the ABC earlier, right? So last will be the ABC. Yes. So here you can find ABC is last element which has the next as a null and previous also null. Okay. Now we want to add the new element, that is PQR. So let's create the another node with the last what will be the previous for this element. Of course ABC for previous, for PQR previous will be ABC. That's why E is nothing but the PQR, previous element will be the ABC and next will be null because it is the last element now. So let's go to next. So last element will be the newly created node. Now is it we are trying to add for the first time? No. So last, what is the value of last? ABC. So ABC's next will be whatever the node we have creating, that is PQR. So ABC's next will be PQR. That's it. So in this way the internal implementation of the linked list. Hope so guys you are clear with this internal implementation. In the next video we are going to see all the linked list specific methods practically.